Please tell me I'm dreaming right now. Oh my God.
Reality shows are plagued with drama, legal troubles, and accidents, but the Discovery Channel Street Outlaws are a cut above the rest. Obviously, when you combine money, fame, fast cars, and bold decisions, you end up with near-death car crashes. They may not create your ordinary reality show drama with in-house feuds and spats with the network, but the Street Outlaws cast has definitely seen their fair share of tough times. The crew has dealt with severe injuries and never-ending red tape through the years. They've raced both legally and illegally.
There was 4 of them within 2 minutes, man.
Oh, wow. There was 4 cop cars.
Welcome to Tuna No Crust. Today, we're covering near-death crashes on Street Outlaws. How did the most severe car crash of the show end up? Make sure to watch till the end to find out. Number 7, Lizzie Mussey crashed her new Chevy Camaro dragster and got engaged the same day. Lizzie joined the Street Outlaws No Prep Kings event in South Carolina with her brand new 1969 Chevy Camaro dragster constructed by Robert Hayes Race Cars. It was merely her 3rd race in the Camaro. Needless to say, things didn't go as planned. Mussey raced against Brandon James's Chevy Nova, and as the lights went green, it looked like a comfortable win. However, after a couple of seconds into the race, she lost control of Bonnie and smashed nose first into the guardrail. Despite the brutal crash, Lizzie got out of the car uninjured. Don't worry, Mussey was immediately taken to the hospital for a routine evaluation, but returned quickly to support Kai Kelly, her teammate and longtime boyfriend, who was also racing that day. What's more, she had the surprise of her life when Kelly asked the big question at the starting line. Indeed, she said,
"Yes."
Number 5, Daddy Dave flipped his car a couple of times and went to the hospital. Comstock hosted a no prep night where nothing is sprayed on the road before the races while rubber is removed from the track. This should simulate a drag racing strip, getting it much riskier than a prepared road. Daddy Dave flipped his car 6 times and smashed into a wall. Daddy Dave survived the wreck but took a concussion and bruised lung in the process, needing medical attention. Number 4, Big Chief crashed a car while filming. Despite all the safety precautions taken on set, Street Outlaws is still a show about drag racing. There is always an inherent danger that comes with such an activity. No surprise that Big Chief destroyed his car while filming for the show. Big Chief took spinal cord injuries and a broken collarbone, with Chucky reporting back injuries due to the threatening incident. Both racers were rushed to the hospital right away and were treated for their injuries. Number 3, Doc was also involved in a severe car crash. Throughout his journey on Street Outlaws, James "Doc" Love became acknowledged among fans of the show for his racing skill. Driving a modified 1970 Chevy Monte Carlo that he named the Street Beast for most of his time on the show, Doc proved that he meant it when he said his car was set on kill for any challenger that got in his way. In a dramatic turn of events for Doc and his career driving the Monte Carlo, he was involved in a harrowing incident. He crashed the Street Beast. Doc got in an accident while filming a race in Nebraska for the OG show. The car barrel rolled 5 to 6 times and even knocked 3 8 to 10 inch round cedar trees clean off at the ground. Doc got knocked out for 20 to 30 minutes and couldn't remember anything about the crash or even the race. He was happy enough to survive, but not happy to rebuild his favorite car. Number 2, Jeff Lutz survived a horrible crash in his hardcore 1957 Chevy drag car. Legendary racer and one of the most mighty figures on Discovery's Street Outlaws show, Jeff Lutz suffered a horrible accident in his 1957 Chevy while filming the 2021 season of the hit drag racing show. The 1957 twin-turbo Chevy is one of the most fabulous cars on Street Outlaws. Luckily, the safety systems on the car did their best and allowed Lutz to survive a terrible crash. 3 crash photos circulated around social media and were pretty low quality, but they show how bad the actual accident really was. This is undoubtedly a testament to how good a chassis builder Lutz and his team are. Early reports on his condition had scary words about neck injuries that sounded potentially life-threatening. Luckily, that was not the case, but the same could not be said for the 57 Chevy. This poor bastard was torn up real bad.
Fatal street race in Chatsworth. 2 bystanders dead and another seriously hurt after a car careened out of control, and now the 2 drivers are on the run. Police say the victims were hit near Plummer Street and Canoga Avenue.
Number 1. A street racing accident got Izzy arrested for murder. Speed kills. If you push your luck long enough, eventually somebody's going to get hurt. Sadly, Izzy Valenzuela became involved in a deadly crash that killed 2 bystanders. Izzy was at first denied he had been on the race, saying he had been in his shop the whole time. However, his alibi wasn't enough, so he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder. There were about 60 witnesses to the race, and Izzy's poor attempt to wriggle out of the blame failed quickly. However, reports gave the media reason to believe that Valenzuela had not been driving the killer Ford Mustang himself. The actual driver, Gary Balian, who borrowed the car, was ultimately sentenced to 12 years in prison. But what do you think? What was the most insane crash of today's video? Share your opinion in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss an upload, and you can enjoy the excellent content we send your way. We'll see you next time.